Hi, this is Phyllis Pierre coming from the IFA, and today I'm going to be interviewing CEO David Cutillo, and he's with BeBalanced Hormone Weight Loss Centers. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Glad I'm here too.
Yeah, you bet. How did you know that franchising was right for you?
My sister developed the concept of BeBalanced, and it is a very unique concept where she's helping women 35 plus deal with their two biggest issues they face as they age, actually, which is stubborn weight and all the PMS menopausal symptoms. Sounds a little bit like a fantasy, but it was something where I felt like the subject matter might be a little bit intimidating, so we didn't feel like we should do this. She had opportunities to be on, she had been on national TV and things like that, didn't want to do it through the phone. So we felt like franchising was the right thing because it's going to be that one-on-one, woman-to-woman speaking, and that's why we decided to go that route.
I love that.
Yeah,
I really do.
More personal.
So what are you most proud of with your company so far?
I would say I'm most proud of what my sister did originally, which was to develop this whole thing. She's not a doctor, but she developed a non-medical way. She worked with a naturopath and developed that. So I'm pretty proud of that and the results that we're seeing, results that are just amazing. From marriages are better, women's lives are transformed, just so many exciting things about overall quality of life. It's not just about stubborn weight. It is about the overall, how the women are feeling as they age.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
So I know that your business is very unique because you're one of a kind.
Yeah.
So tell me a great success story.
A success story of a franchisee? All right. We have our first franchisee. That's probably the best one to share.
Sure.
Her name is Paget, and she was a client, as every one of them have been. They've all been success stories of the program. Typical woman in her 40s, lost 60 pounds in just a couple months. It works fast, and got rid of a lot of other symptoms, and was very excited about it, was introduced to the business opportunity. So she started in January 2015. So it's about 4 years, and now has 3 locations that are thriving, and every day she's hearing success stories from the women, and it's very exciting to see that. But 3 locations, they're all doing great, and it's exciting.
Oh, that is fantastic. So what makes franchising is one of those business models where I'm like looking for a needle in a haystack, and I'm looking for special people that I can bring to your business model. So what are some of the key characteristics I should be looking for? And if you're out there, call me. What would I be looking for? What kind of women are really attracted to your business?
You already stated one thing. It's the obvious. We assume women. I will say women first, because they're going to be most interested in this, but also couples, because we've noticed we have a good group of franchisees where the woman is working in the business. She might be semi-absentee, she might be working at full time, but her husband is there as a coach and support. We found that to be a real good model.
That's
so
wonderful.
Couples, we found that to be really good. Men, it's okay. We have a couple male owners where their wives aren't involved in the business, but they better have management experience. Like they've managed women before. But as far as the overall type of people, I would say the purpose-driven type of people. The women that say, and there are more women than men like this, that say, I'm ready for this in my life. I'm 40 something or 50, and I've accomplished a lot in my life, and I think I'm capable of running my own business and having that American dream, but I want to do something that I like, something I'm passionate about, something I get excited about. So the type of people that would look at senior care, want to make a difference in people's lives, children's education, that type of thing.
Love helping people.
Yes, that would be one thing, as well as if they have a little bit of background in one of the 3 pieces, 1 or 2 of the 3 pieces out there, which is either sales, operations, or management, in just working somewhere.
Of course. When I think about your business model, and people don't know, so are you a location?
Yes, we are a location, but a small space. That's one thing. It's a retail
really nice.
location.
That's a really great asset.
Because you could be 1,600 square feet. You're not going to do any more business than if you're 800 square feet. So we do have a few that are bigger, but it could be 700, 800 square feet, small space. And to me, one of the other really big benefits, which I think they're going to ask, so I'm just going to tell you now. No, is the staffing. Most people, when they're going to buy a business, even if they've managed before, it's a little intimidating. Who are the people? Where am I going to find them?
Where am I going to find them? You bet.
Here's the deal with BeBalanced. With BeBalanced, it's literally to open a franchise location. 1 full-time woman, one part-time woman. That's
Boy,
it. You can
that's
add
really
another
nice.
part-time after a little while. But when people ask me, who are these women? I say, I'll tell you who they are. Women in their 40s and 50s, like the client, that are they're not looking to climb the corporate ladder. They're
Right.
just women out there going, I'm going to get out and work again, but I want to do something I enjoy at this point in my
So
life.
then it could be a mom that has maybe been a stay-at-home, all of a sudden she's decided she's an empty nester and she wants to get out and,
Right.
and do something. Or it could be a corporate executive who's
Exactly.
really, I live in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
So Microsoft, Amazon, they're so tired of the grind.
Right.
So they're looking to do something different too. And this is in that space. Plus, they've got a huge client base, right? So
Right.
they've been working in corporate America and they know a lot
Right.
of people. So they got customers they can go
Exactly.
after. I love
No,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
With all the competition that is out there, what is the unique advantage that they would have going with
this
BeBalanced?
business,
Because you're a
okay.
young brand, you don't
We
have
are
a
a young
lot of
brand.
locations.
Yep.
We're mainly focusing on the East Coast, correct?
Yes, so just
And
the
Texas?
east, yeah, Texas and the east half. We do have a location. We have 1 3-pack in Phoenix, Arizona, and there's going to be another one that's going to be 2 more there in
Okay,
Phoenix,
good.
so
All right.
southwest.
Okay.
But no, I would tell you, it's funny how to say it, because this is one of those things that it's actually something new under the sun. It really is. What we're talking about is with regards to weight loss. We all thought it was all about calories for you. And then we learned it was with Atkins, Dr. Atkins, that it was about our blood sugar and our insulin, which that's a hormone balance. That affects everyone. But there's one thing that affects women when they're over 35, and that's what separates us. No one's really addressing that issue. It's another hormone imbalance that we don't have time to talk about now, but involves your estrogen, your progesterone, your cortisol. It's tied to stress, and it really doesn't allow the first imbalance to get fixed. So it's really a big deal. What separates us, I say, if you ask me what our competition is, I would say, typical weight loss companies. But they're not really competition, perceived competition,
yes,
because
exactly.
they're not helping the people.
It's
and we
another
are.
one of those preconceived notions.
Exactly,
right? Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm going to touch on a subject that you and I have talked about. And so I'm a breast cancer survivor. And I'm not allowed to take any estrogen because my breast cancer happened to be estrogen related. So do the products that you have estrogen in them?
No, absolutely no estrogen.
Okay.
The philosophy, and Dawn wrote a book called The Hormone Shift.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get into all the philosophy right now,
Right,
but I will
I know,
tell
and
you.
we don't want to
her
go into those
philosophy,
details.
But I will tell you on estrogen, since you brought that up, estrogen is the balance with the progesterone. Progesterone is what's drained away to make cortisol to buffer your stress. Estrogen's always right there. With estrogen, the deal is you never need to take estrogen. It's never good. Your body will produce it. Even if your ovaries are shriveled and gone and you're 80 years old, your body can produce estrogen through the fat in your skin. It's called estrone.
Okay.
Never, ever estrogen. There is a connection, since you brought it up, but we're not going to talk about it today, but between breast cancer and what we're doing.
Okay.
That it affects preventing it. And there's a whole study on it.
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
So, thanks for listening. I'm Phyllis Piero, your franchise coach, and would you please let them know how they can reach you? And if you're curious about his business, come talk to me and I'll give you a personal introduction. But
Sure. One of the things is obviously you go to the website at BeBalancedCenters.com or email me at david@BeBalancedCenters.com.
great.
Would be
All
great.
right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned.
All right.